Hello rainbows! Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm doing my 21-week pregnancy update. I'm definitely feeling so much better than last time I saw you guys. My voice is basically back to normal. I'm still a little bit like throaty, blowing my nose a bit, but you know, the worst has passed, thank God. It's so nice to feel back to myself more. Oh my God. Anyway, the week that was, so this week I did have my supposed to be 20-week appointment with my OB, but I just went in, you know, obviously 21 weeks to kind of go through my results and everything like that. My actual OB wasn't available because she was on another call, but there was a midwife and another OB that I spoke to, which was fine. Basically, just went through how I was feeling. They weighed me. I think I maybe put 10 kilos on. I don't actually know. I can't remember my starting weight. Maybe I should look in my pregnancy book and see. But they didn't seem fussed. I'm not fussed. I'm enjoying life, and that is all that matters. They asked if I had any concerns, how I've been feeling. They did have a little listen to Bubba with the Doppler and said, you know, heart rate sounds great. And I said, you know, I've been having kind of these crampy pains a lot. I don't know if they're Braxton Hicks. I haven't really felt them before, but they're in my lower belly. They start off quite soft and go quite intense when I'm sitting down. So I haven't suddenly moved or anything like that. And she said, by the sounds of it, you know, it's just stretching, growing, round ligament kind of pain. I was like, okay, cool. I did have round ligament pain with Hazel, but I think this time feels more intense sooner. You know what I mean? Like unless I'm more kind of attuned to what to expect, I can feel it a lot more. And I also did say that, you know, I've still got this itchy rash going on my back at the moment. It's just kind of above my shoulder blades and it is raised. And she did have a look and she said, look, we're going to keep an eye on it. Let us know if it does get worse, because obviously there is pregnancy related rashes, ones that can mean, you know, your liver's not functioning too well. She said, don't Google it. So yeah, just to keep an eye on it and see how that goes. I did get information about booking into hospital, and I could actually do that online. So I set up at like an online account, booked in. There were so many questions to answer about your medical health and past history and all that jazz. And she said, you know, these are your next coming appointments. So I think I'm still doing monthly appointments or 4 weekly appointments at the moment. And as I progress, they'll get closer in date. So there is an actual whole appointment to talk about your birth plan, which I was like, wow, I did not have that with Hazel. Like I was in Kalgoorlie and that wasn't really, they didn't do that. So I've got a whole appointment to talk about birth plan. And then I've got another big kind of planning appointment. Lee's like dirty dancing behind the camera. I can see him outside. Another big appointment to talk about, I don't know, more planning stuff. I don't know. I can't remember what she said. And she said that is the one that carries a big fee. Because I am going in privately, I have the option to be public if I want, which is what my sister-in-law is doing. She's taking more the relaxed route. She doesn't have an OB. She's been seeing her GP. I think I might have mentioned this in the last video. I can't remember any of her major scans, that's completely her choice. Whereas I'm going down the private route, which is what I did with Hazel. You have your OB set from day dot. You book into the hospital. You do your hospital tours. You do all your scans, and you know. Mommy, look. It's all right, my love. It's okay. So yeah, it's just different for everybody, but given past history, I definitely didn't want to be that relaxed in a way. Not saying I'm not relaxed, but you know, I wanted to know what was going on and make sure everything's all sweet. This appointment, I asked what the fee was, and it's like $600. I was like, oh, but we get back like $200 and something. So pretty much every time I go and see my OB, it is a $90 fee, and I think I get $40 back from that from Medicare, as far as I know. So me booking into the hospital as a private patient, I probably will need to pay. I'm not too sure how much it's going to cost, but that way I'm more guaranteed you get a private room. I don't know, I just feel like you get looked after a lot more. When I had my D&C last year, I was a private patient, didn't pay a cent, and the hospital were like, thank you so much for using your private health. Like, yes, I could have got it done without my private health, but they appreciate that because then the funds can be used for something else, and that works fine with me as well. So I was a private patient with Hazel in Kalgoorlie, and because they were trying to encourage people to have their babies there, they waived all fees for private patients, so I didn't pay a cent either. And they fed Lee. They fed Lee 3 meals a day as well as me while I was in hospital, which was really cool. Anyway, coughing fit. Whew, better. Seriously, my incontinence is getting so bad. I didn't pee myself then, but I have been every time I've coughed. And the other day, I was coughing so much, I wet myself, ran to the toilet, coughing more, vomited almost in my mouth. And I'm like, I don't know if I should sit because I'm peeing, or if I should vomit into the toilet. So the option of standing and vomiting while I was peeing, or sitting and vomiting into my hands. So that was excellent. Oh my God, I know, right? So yeah, I think next appointment I'll be like, hey, just roughly what's the out-of-pocket expense to like have a baby? And obviously it's going to vary if I have a cesarean or how long you're in hospital for and all that jazz. But at the end of the day, we pay for our private health. Yes, we're probably going to be out of pocket, but I'm freaking using that. I pay for it. I'm using it. And I want, you know, it's such a vulnerable time. You want to have your own space and be comfortable and all that jazz. So anyway, I've booked into the hospital online. I think I need to do a phone interview with them. And if they can schedule a time for me to actually go into hospital and have a look around. If they're doing that at the moment, I'm not sure. They did also say that there's only one person allowed with you, even for visiting as well, because of all the COVID stuff. So only Lee will be allowed in there. I was wanting to have a birth photographer, was wanting to have Lion Fox and Co do it, because she's amazing, and capture those memories, but it looks like that's not going to happen. I'll still take my camera in and hopefully I can get some footage, who knows, because with Hazel I got nothing, and I do regret that. I really wish I got some photos when she was being born, but it's all right. And even for visiting, only one person's allowed. Hazel won't be allowed in the hospital at all. So that's going to make it a bit challenging with Lee trying to see me, like dropping Hazel off beforehand, or like, I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll work it out on the day. And yeah, hopefully my mum can get an exemption to travel down here so she can have Hazel while I'm in labour, because yeah, I don't want to be on my own. Anyway, I did also talk to the OB and showed him like my rash, and he said, you know, yeah, again, just keep an eye on it. Organising to get my whooping cough. Because I had it with Hazel, I'm sorted. I've already had whooping cough myself, but it's more to give Bubs immunity. So I will be doing that. He said anywhere between now and 28 weeks to do it. So what else? He also did say, all right, so you know that, you know, your placenta's low. Do you have questions? Do you want to ask me stuff about this? Like, do you know what that might mean? And he said at this stage, like, it is kind of wrapping around the side. He said it's not covering your cervix, but it's on, like it's at your cervix. So he goes, you know, majority of the time they move. If they don't move, you're looking at having a cesarean. And I said, yeah, that's cool. I said, you know, so much of this, it's out of your hands. I literally can do nothing to make my placenta move. So if it doesn't move, yeah, it sucks. It is what it is. Lee's like, yes, I'll get 6 weeks maternity leave. Because if my placenta doesn't move, Lee will get maternity leave because I'll be out of action. That's how it works here. So I think he's kind of hoping for that. Ideally, I don't want to have a cesarean just for the healing. It's a lot of stuff that they cut through. Like, I don't care about the scar or anything like that. Like, it's the healing side of things.
Okay, Mommy.
I guess you're healing from wherever the baby comes out anyway. Healing after Hazel's birth was still painful as well, and the stitches and oh God. So yeah, he said basically you can be prone to have bleeding and spotting. And I think maybe last night I did get a bit of, like, I wiped the toilet paper, and like however many weeks ago when I thought I saw like that kind of pinky tinge, and I was like, oh shit, but I haven't seen it since. I I've been eating red skins. Perhaps it's just from my pee and I didn't realise. Who knows? Not too worried about it because it's not like legit spotting to me. But he said spotting can happen a lot after sex as well. And if that does happen, no sex, no more sex. We have just decided we don't want to risk it anyway. So Lee's not getting any action and neither am I for the rest of my pregnancy, but that's all right. It is what it is. There's other options. Sorry, God. Anyway. So yeah, that is basically the go. I've been feeling quite good. I've been doing some yoga online, and today I've decided, like, I haven't really been watching too much what I eat. I've just been eating what I want, when I want, whatever it is. And I'm still going to treat myself, but I think I need to rein it in a little bit. Not because of weight gain or anything like that, but still I'm having issues with being constipated. And I'm drinking lots of water, and I want to focus on my health more. So yeah. Oh, I've also got paperwork to get my glucose test done. They're not doing the full sugary drink waiting for an hour. Oh, it is. Because of COVID, they're just doing a different alternative test, which I think is a blood test. I don't know. And I had no issues with Hazel anyway, so that's all right. I'm probably missing stuff, but I can't remember. Been feeling baby move a lot more, feeling it on the outside now. Lee hasn't felt it yet, but I definitely have. Mostly at night time, ready to go to bed, and they're like, bam, 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 dance party in there. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, dance, 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 dance. So yeah, my camera is flashing at me. The battery is about to die, so I should probably go. Thank you guys for watching. So glad I'm feeling better now. Oh my God. I'm keeping you guys updated on my Instagram as well. I'm trying a new preset. I've never done presets before, ever. I've never been bothered, but I thought, oh, I'm bored. I'm gonna try it. Let me know what you think. So yeah, I love you guys. I'll see you all in my next video. Hope you're well. Yeah, bye.